have to walk everywhere. It's so fun. It looks like I'm naked, huh? What is happening? I'm back. Hi guys, I missed you. This is my first video in a really long time. Yes, it's been like 9 months. Literally, we could have had a child by now. So today's video is going to be about my rush week experience at Cornell University in upstate New York. I was a sophomore transfer. I'm now a junior. I'm a DSOC major, which is development sociology. I was pre-med. I'm not pre-med anymore because I started 2 companies in quarantine. They are 7 Label and Swim by 7. Check them out. They are literally my children. I pour everything. My whole life since quarantine has been working my ass off, making designs, doing everything for this company, packing the orders, answering the emails, updating the website, taking the pictures, creating content, planning content, everything, literally everything. So go check them out. It would really mean a lot. 7 Label is a tie-dye brand and also loungewear, and then Swim by 7 is obviously swim. I have been trying to do swim since I was 14 in high school, and yeah, so 7 years later, finally have it going. But today's video is going to be about, like I said, rush. And yeah, it was an interesting but really fun and crazy experience. Leave me questions down below because I'm going to do a Cornell Q&A and a transfer Q&A, or maybe like I'll do it as one. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. The first 2 days are essentially the same. So basically you just get to know all the houses. The first day you do 8 houses. The second day you do 5 houses. The first day it wasn't cold at all. It was like 45 degrees and I got away with just wearing like a small down jacket, and I was still kind of cold, but oh my god, the next days when it was freezing and you have to wait outside, it's actually horrible. It looks like I'm naked, huh? I have a shirt on. You're allowed to bring stuff with you. I would recommend not bringing like a bag that you carry. I would bring like a backpack just because you throw it on over and it's easier to walk with. I brought makeup, perfume, gum, toothpaste, an umbrella, snacks, tissues, mirror, and a lip balm. You need tissues because if it is cold, which it's probably going to be if you're rushing in winter, your nose runs, and like you have, like, how are you gonna wipe that if you don't have tissues? So always bring tissues. Bring wipes because when they salt the floor, there's still like muddy areas and you have to walk through everything because you have to walk everywhere. It's so fun. So bring like trash shoes that you wear to like frats or whatever, and then put them in a bag when you're walking. Your nice shoes in a bag, like literally just switch, you know? So yeah, you just change before each house and you walk in like you were just like that the whole time. Just finished day 1.
Is this for YouTube?
Yeah, for YouTube. We went to 8 houses. My voice is gone because I'm like already sick, and it was painful, but it was really fun. And we talked a lot, and I kind of already know like which houses I really like. What did you guys think of the day?
A lot of small talk.
A lot of small talk, but I felt like it was more than small talk sometimes. Like when you connected over something.
Once you connected, it clicked.
Yeah, and you could like really like send off.
Oh, I'm excited the process is on its way. Wow. I literally recommend kind of trying to get around the small talk.
Yeah.
If I saw someone, like I started talking to them about like something not small talk, because once I got into that small talk hole, I was like, over here.
Not food.
I was like, don't eat.
Olivia's on her coffee diet as usual. We're on the floor.
Also as usual.
Yeah, literally. So day 2, the weather was horrible. It was like slowly getting worse as the week went on. So it was starting to storm. It was like light hailing, and I was walking through hail. It was fantastic. Enjoy my clips of me literally in a storm. On day 1, you don't rank any houses, but on day 2, at the end of the day, you like submit this form and you say like your top 9 houses, and the order doesn't matter. Just say like you really wanted Alpha Phi like and your top 9, but then they didn't want you back, then you wouldn't get called back. But then if you didn't want them back, they could still call you back the next day. You go to bed that night, so day 1 and day 2 are over, and then day 3 you wake up and you have your own personalized schedule, and this is the first day you don't go with your whole Rho Gamma group, so you kind of have to like, you'll have like a different schedule than your friends most likely.
It's 8:45 and I'm supposed to be with the group at 8:45, but I'm just leaving my dorm. I am late again, so my hair is curled for now, but as you can see, it's gonna storm today. So I'm also wearing sweatpants and trash shoes because, like I said, it's gonna rain. What is happening? It's like little ice pellets, kind of more like light hail. Okay. We have 2 houses left, but it's snowing. It was day 2 today, but we were in such a rush. I was in a rush. I was late. I was like 10 minutes late to the thing. But here are our outfits. So we had this weird navy shirt, but we actually like made it look really good. But today was like really fun. We went to 8 houses yesterday and then 5 today. So they were all different houses. So now we're done with visiting every chapter.
Day 3 was chapter experience, and this was the day that they tell you more about their chapter. So for AFE, they told us that they were the Delta chapter, which basically means they were the 3rd AFE like ever. So yeah, we're the Delta chapter at Cornell. Day 3 was freezing. I hated that day because it was so cold. It had just snowed like the night before. It was so pretty though. My feet had the worst blisters. If you ever have owned golden gooses, please leave comments down below if you think that they are horrible for your feet, because they hurt so bad and I'm like never wearing them again. So if you want to buy them from me, let me know down below.
It's literally freezing. I just came from one house and I really loved my conversation with the girls and they were super nice. So I'm super excited to like hopefully get called back and talk to them more tomorrow. But I have a few minutes on my next round and it's actually really close to the house that I was just at. So I'm just gonna go inside Risley and hopefully it's open because I'm freezing. It's like 20 degrees.
I would take shelter basically in Risley, and if you know North Campus, Risley's kind of, I think Risley's a dorm, but people would like come in and out and I would just go in with them and I would like sit on the couches and just wait for my next house because Risley's really close to a lot of houses, a lot of sororities on North Campus.
Time to recurl my hair because it's literally fallen out so much. Never been so cold. Like, what is this? I don't understand. At least it's sunny. Can't feel my hand. It feels like 0 degrees. So that's fun.
Right now, literally, we are cold in the air.
You look like that penguin. You know that penguin in what's that one? Happy Feet?
Oh my god, okay. I love Happy Feet.
I'll show you. You look like walk faster.
Oh my god, I have KD actually.
Really? Wait, are you serious? Oh, don't look at the time.
KD Alpha Phi Alpha Z.
I literally okay.
Dude, I should have met you. Now I'm gonna be so early.
Yeah, what the okay, I'm gonna be late, so.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. It's literally down the hill and like to the right. Oh my god. Freezing. Hi. I was like in line. What's your name?
I'm Claire.
Claire. Oh, I'm Reece. And she was
you.
like, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, yeah. So we're in line. It's freezing. It's really like 0 degrees. And then everyone else is in line. So my camera's so bad. Literally how I'm walking, because you can't even tell, but I'm like limping because my blisters on my feet are so bad. So bad. Okay, so my hair was curled this morning. Was.
Round 3, day 4 is Philanthropy. Tell you about their charitable organizations. They like sometimes have a presentation. I think you go to 8 houses this day. After round 2, day 3, so like the day before, you also submit like your preferences for the next day, and like every day after you get like your personalized schedule, and you get less and less houses each time. So I think it goes from like 13 houses, and then 8 houses, then 5, then 3, then 2. Or maybe just 5 then 2, I don't remember. I didn't mention this earlier because I didn't see the Snapchat till now, but there are bins outside of each house so that when you're in line, you put your stuff in there. There's only 2 crates that are like this big for like 20 girls stuff. So your stuff gets snow on it. Highly recommend bringing like a trash bag and putting it over your backpack, or bringing like a waterproof backpack or waterproof bag or something. Also, it gets so muddy and slushy. I don't even know what the terms are, but it's literally like mud slush, and you have to walk through it to get to some places because they don't salt everything. The reason why they salt stuff is because it breaks down the ice and stuff so that when you walk it's an actual sidewalk. But if they don't do that, you're walking through like that much of snow, and then it's like muddy, and then it gets everywhere, and then you're walking and it's like kind of like puddling and splattering everywhere, and it gets on your boots, it gets on your clothes.
So I'm an idiot, and I forgot the outfit that I was gonna wear today at home. Colette, my other transfer friend, is being so nice and letting me borrow her skirt. So, walking there now. We find out our round 3 houses in like 40 minutes, so I'm excited. I'm also nervous. It should be interesting, but I have a good feeling. So yesterday I think would be my least favorite round, just because we got called back to houses that I knew I didn't really vibe with from the start, but it's just part of the process that you have to, like, you know, go back to them. I had really good conversations with some of them, and it definitely changed my mind about some houses, but it also like reinforced like my thoughts about other houses, and I was like, okay, like I know this house like isn't for me and stuff like that. Yeah, so it was just freezing yesterday. It said a few times that it was 0, -2, and -4 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just like absolutely insane, and we still had to walk from house to house. Yesterday they also talked about the house more, so it was like chapter experience, and they like showed us like a virtual house tour, and they showed us like a little bit like more into like what their sorority is about. Gave you a better idea of like who's living in the house, like how many beds there are, and like if you have to live in next year, because some sororities require you to live in, and then it gave you the finance breakdowns. It's freezing outside and it's snowing, but I'm going to my next house and then I have lunch, so I'm super excited to like be able to eat because I'm starving. Somebody let me into Risley, so I'm just gonna kick it right here. It is so cold outside. This is my outfit to walk. I low-key should have worn docs the whole day because docs are so much cuter than the booties, or maybe I'm just more used to docs, but last house, I'm so torn between 3 houses and we have to pick 2 tonight. Right now I'm gonna go walk. Super snowy outside. It's been snowing this whole time, so let's go last house. I'm gonna change. My bed's a mess because I decided to do laundry right before I left. Bad idea. We have to fake tan tonight because it's pref tomorrow. So we're fake tanning and then I'm hopping into bed.
Leaping.
Yeah, leaping.
Head first.
And I have to pee. I haven't peed all day. Good for my bladder. I went to 5 houses today. We started later, which was really nice. We started at 11:30. We walked 6 miles today. And my blisters are so bad. I got to talk to some of the same girls again today, and that was really helpful because you get to like get deeper and like talk about more things. But I just wanted to mention really quick, I probably talked about my hometown and being a sophomore transfer and my major and being pre-med like probably over 50 times. And if you're tired of talking about some things like that, really cool questions that I got asked or that I heard were asked were, what's your lock screen and why? What's on your explore page on Instagram? And who was your Spotify artist of the decade? And like you could ask more questions about Spotify. Like it's kind of more like of a specific and fun question than I would say like what kind of music do you listen to. You just kind of get a feel for the people like in the house more and their personalities, and it's not so boring and vague. But I'm super excited, and I kind of have an idea of the house that I want, I feel the most comfortable in. And like I really had good conversations with them continuously. But there's another house that I think I really like, but I might like the idea of it more, and like not so much I fit in, but like I want to fit in there, which is interesting. I'm nervous and excited, but it's gonna be really fun. So good night.
This day was a day where we only go to 2 houses, and basically you're really dressed up. Everyone's kind of in dresses and heels. They look like they're going to a wedding basically. I can't remember if we submitted 2 houses or 3 houses the day before, but anyway, on prep you only get called back to 2 houses. After your 2 houses, then you submit your 1 house that you want, and then the next day is bid day. So it's very nerve-wracking, and a lot of people were very like unsure because they're like, well, I want this house, but I also really like this house. And for me, I really felt comfortable in AFE from the beginning.
Okay, so it's prep. We're like nervous. I'm kind of excited too. We only have 2 houses, but we have 4 events, so I don't know what that means.
They don't really tell us anything.
Yeah, so I don't know if we're like gonna go to one house, then go back to another house. I don't know, that would be horrible, honestly, but
That'd be so bad.
the minute before the schedules were released, I genuinely thought I was gonna like throw up. I felt like so nervous and so scared, and it worked out. Definitely I got one of the houses that I loved and like that I really saw myself in. First day, like I just had like insane conversations. I'm super excited, but I do feel really bad because a lot of girls didn't get the houses they wanted, and I heard like some girls are dropping already and like stuff like that, which I totally get. Like if you get a house back that you don't see yourself in, like there's no point in being in it. So rush is like not always like a fun process, and I did get dropped by the other house that I liked, so like it's not a perfect process, but like I think it's for the best, and you can always like rush again. You can do COB, which is continuous open bid. I don't have my first house until 11:50, and now it's like 9:30, so I'm gonna go back to my dorm, relax a little bit.
Hey vlog, Reece and I might be sisters,
I
so
think we are
let's
going.
document this.
Gonna submit.
SOS.
We're gonna be related.
Fingers crossed.
So if you ever wondered what Rush was like, this is
And now we're gonna take a celebratory ginger shot.
Ew.
Is that normal? Guys, am I gonna like shit myself?
Can I smell it? Oh, it smells really good.
It says, to health.
To health. NAFE. Oh, it's really good. Ooh, it's spicy.
So tomorrow's bid day.
Tomorrow is big day, baby.
We're probably gonna be in the same story. And Olivia. And Cassie.
And Bella's already in it.
And Bella's already in it.
Let's go.
So, hype.
Super cute, 10 out of 10.
I was horribly sick at this point. I like didn't feel good by the end of the day. I wanted to go home and sleep, but I was also really sick and just really exhausted. But I was actually coming home with like, I was progressively becoming more sick with the flu, so it was horrible. Everyone was sick after this.
I just wanted to update you guys. So obviously today was bid day and it was really fun. We were running and it was so fun, and then one of the girls drove us to the house. All our windows were down. We were like blasting music and like so excited, and like the girls had pink wigs on and everyone was just staring. They're probably like, what are these people doing? But it was really cool. And then we got to the house and they had their theme. It was kind of like pop art, so super cute. The house was decorated so well, and like we took a ton of pictures. I'm so happy with my decision. Like I could not be happier. Everyone was so nice, and like I'm looking forward to like going out with them and like hanging out with them and traveling and just doing everything. They're really a great group of girls, and they're so fun and funny and entertaining to be with, and I don't know, it's just like it feels so right. I know it sounds so like cheesy.
Also, one thing that I want to talk about is that one of the girls who I'm actually really close with, who isn't in a sorority, she decided not to go through with Rush, and she's really happy still and made a ton of friends and is still really involved in like Greek life. Like she still gets invited to all the parties, and she has a bunch of guy friends and girlfriends in sororities. So don't worry if you don't get the house that you wanted, or if you end up deciding to drop Rush altogether, you'll still be fine. The sorority like does not define you. It's really cool to have a group of girls that you're really similar with and that you kind of are put into a group with right away, but you also don't need to be in a sorority to have an insane time in college. And I've met so many girls who actually aren't in a sorority that are very similar to me and very similar to the girls in AFE or any sorority, and they're just not in a sorority.